Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm back with another makeup tutorial, and today it's on this fall glam makeup look. This screams fall in every way to me. This is like just everything is just working together so nicely. So this is just like the epitome of like fall glam. We got the glam eyes, we got the lashes, we got the bold lips, we got the freaking sweater. Today I used the Dose of Colors Golden Hour palette. This is the only thing I used on my eyes, and it is just the perfect go-to warm smoky eyeshadow palette. I basically recreated this look from Amanda Devon on Instagram. I saw this and I was like, can I borrow your palette? This is what I came up with. I went with the very glam eyes, kind of winged out a little bit, and then I also paired it with a little bit more of a bold lip, which I'm so glad I did, because I feel like it really wrapped it all together and just made it a delicious glam fall look all wrapped in one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. You don't want to miss out on any of my fall tutorials that I have coming up. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to walk you through this look step by step. To begin, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. I have really fallen in love with this. It's really, really nice. It goes on kind of like a lotiony sort of balm feeling, and I just enjoy applying it on my skin. It feels so good. It's really, really nice. I also switched up my camera settings. Let me know if you like this better, or if you don't even notice at all, because I feel like what I did is very slight, but I think that it did what I wanted it to do. So we'll see. For a foundation today, I'm trying this one out again. It's been a hot minute since I've tried this, so I hope you can still get it, and I hope this isn't expired. But this is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick Foundation. I have this in the color Bamboo. Looks like this. I just remember using this before, and I really, really loved it. I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics No. 7 brush. I haven't used this in so long. Ever since I created my brush set with Sigma, I've just been using my brushes, so I kind of like forgot about this. So I'm going to pick this up here and start applying it on my face. Oh, I can't wait to switch out my bench. Every time I like apply my foundation, it's like I have on my fall sweater, and I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis in Christmas with the Cranks with her vest.
Oh, I need my vest. I need my vest. I need my vest.
That's why I feel with this sweater and with fall. It's like, I need to find my sweater. This is the sweater that I wear every single year on Thanksgiving. I don't even know if my family even notices that I've worn the same thing for 3 years in a row. But it will be my 4th year wearing this sweater for Thanksgiving, and I don't even care. I'm still just as in love with it, if not more now, than I was when I first got it. It's just my favorite sweater ever, and it just encompasses fall. So it definitely puts me in just the best mood to have my sweater. Okay, I'm loving this foundation. This looks really, really natural, and I love the way that it applies. It's just very enjoyable. I started using some of my like fuller coverage foundations again, and I'm just a more sheer to medium foundation lover. Some of my foundations that were fuller coverage were just like really difficult to apply, and this is just, it's nice. I'd say this gives like probably like a solid medium coverage. Not too sheer, but definitely not full coverage. I forgot I've got a whisker. Gotcha, bitch. For concealer, I'm using the Pat McGrath concealer. This is just my favorite. I pulled out some other ones that I was gonna use. They have to be like pumped onto my hand, and I'm just not in the mood for that. So blend this in with my FO3 from Sigma. I'm gonna grab my beauty blender and just push the concealer and the foundation into my skin. I totally forgot that I dampened this to use with my concealer today. So now that I remembered, I'm just gonna push everything in. I've actually really been enjoying using this, which is weird. I hadn't used a beauty blender in like 2 years, and now I'm like just enjoying it again. I know I've been using this a lot lately. This is the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, but I really do love it, and I love the way that it makes my face makeup look, and just the bronze that I get from it, the little amount of effort that I have to put into it. So I am going to use this today, and I'll probably add in a powder bronzer as well, but it's just my jam. So I'm gonna pick that up here and stipple it onto my cheeks and blend out the edges with my sponge. Get the sides of the forehead. And then for powder, I'm gonna use the Jason Wu powder. Do you guys remember when I use this all the time? It's been so long since I've used this, so I thought I would try it again. And this time I'm gonna use the powder puff because I have only used that powder puff with the Laura Mercier powder. Got it here. I'm gonna go against the nose, the under eye, and quickly just get rid of it. Whew. Looks good. I didn't do any of like down here or anything. I've been watching back some of my fall tutorials I've done already, and I don't think I like carving this out too much, so we're just gonna keep that as is for now. I did take a little bit of the powder and just like powder here just so that I'm powdered, but I didn't go and like, yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, I quickly just went and contoured my nose just to tie it all together. I'm gonna go in with this new blush. I got this, I just placed a huge order on MAC's website. I'm so excited. MAC is just the first makeup brand that I ever was into, ever coveted, like anything like that. So since Makeup Geek closed their brand, because Makeup Geek kind of like replaced MAC for me and gave me that same feeling, and just since they closed their brand, I've just felt this like missing piece. Nothing gives me that Makeup Geek sort of feeling like MAC does. It kind of gives the same sort of fire. So I placed a huge order at MAC. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait. I have to use this because it just came in. I'm gonna film a haul, do all that, but I got this blush. It's the Glow Play blush in Blush Please. It looks like oh, that's actually a little bit cooler toned than I thought it was gonna be, but I think it's gonna be perfect for this look and this vibe. So this is what this looks like up close. So we're gonna apply that with a MAC 168 brush, and I'm just gonna pick that up here and then start applying this on the cheeks. These are cream. Okay, yeah, it is a cooler tone color. I was hoping for warmer tones. I think like through this, like through the plastic, it looked like it was gonna be warmer, but I do still think that this will work with the look. I just love the way that these apply. It's like, it's so hard for me to describe cream products. I don't know why I always struggle, but it's just like, it's dry, but just cream at the same time. You feel me? Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. This looks like a nice everyday This looks like a nice everyday blush. Okay. And now for my highlighter, I'm gonna go into the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. You can still get this. Smashbox basically took over Becca's highlighters and like their popular products. So you can still get this. This is one of my favorite highlighters. It gives a gorgeous beaming highlight with that like neutral undertone. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. I feel like so many different skin tones can wear this highlighter. So pretty. With my finger, I'm gonna pop it on the center of the nose and my Cupid's bow, and then go in and blend that out. Then I always have to kind of like go over the nose because I feel like I always end up applying so much highlighter to the nose. I am going to quickly do my eyebrows and then prime for eyeshadow. I got myself a brand new Painterly paint pot from MAC. Ugh, I can't wait to open this. It's gonna be like butter. Woo! Woo-hoo! Shiny and beautiful. I'm gonna pick it up here on my finger. 90% of the time when I sit down to film, someone starts mowing their lawn. That's why I stopped filming on the weekends, but it's not the weekend. So, ooh. And I'm just setting with some powder. Take away the overall tackiness. That way the shadows can apply nice and evenly. So I'm gonna be using the Golden Hour palette from Dose of Colors. Let me open this up. Look how beautiful this palette is. It's just so simple and glamorous. So I'm gonna start off with this shade here right in the center. The name of that is Horizon. I'm gonna pick that up here. And I'm just gonna apply this here onto the outer corner and into my crease, connect it into my nose contour. Just keep working at this, blending it out. Once the majority of the product is off the brush, I'm gonna bring it a little bit higher and kind of diffuse that edge. Also gonna take this color and kind of flick it this way. And then also bring that underneath. It's so warm in here. Whew. The same on this side. I'm gonna grab a really teeny tiny brush and I'm gonna go into Silhouette here, this dark, almost like an espresso brown. And I'm gonna create a wing following the lower lash line. I'll be doing basically the same technique that I did in my cool toned fall makeup tutorial. I'll link it up here if you missed it. Just creating that line for the wing and then just building on it and just creating a wing with eyeshadow. Okay, I like love this look as is. I wanna like do just a simple matte liner, matte eyeshadow look soon because this is a vibe. I'm gonna pick up that same color and start kind of just flicking it into the look. Start flicking it into the look. And then you can go in with a brush and start kind of just buffing out the edge of that liner and start buffing it into the look itself. You can go into that first shade, kind of like just stamp it right there on the edge. Now I'm taking a Fox 2 brush. I'm gonna pick up the color Canyon, which is the shade here. And I want to start layering this into the look. This is gonna add some nice warmth, almost like a terracotta sort of hue to the look. Really just start warming it up. Bring this into the crease. Carrying this underneath the eyes with whatever's left over on it. And then just really intensifying this outer corner of the eye. I really want it to just kind of like disappear into the look. I don't want it to look like liner. So I'm just kind of smudging this even more so it blends. So now I'm gonna go into the gold shade, which is Sunset, this one here. Pick it up on a MAC 242 brush. There is like a cranberry color on the opposite side of this, so don't pay attention to that. I am going in with the gold. So I think I'm gonna spray this first because it just seems like a chunky color. So, and then just pop this on. Oh yeah, that is stunning. This color, so beautiful. And now I'm gonna go into Sunrise, which is the lighter one. This right in the front part, right on the front of the lid. I have this lighter gold fading into the darker gold. You won't even really be able to tell, but it's gonna give you such that nice gradual fade that it'll fade from the inner corner highlight to this, to this, to this, and just, so pretty. I am gonna grab MAC Costa Riche and I'm going to fill in my waterline. Also gonna bring this up on the upper lash line and kind of carry it into the wing, and then just buff that out before it dries. And then I'm blending this out right at the lash line. I don't want to bring this down too far just because with the liner it can just be a bit much. Like, see, I just went too low right there. Okay, shadow's done, I think. Oh crap, I forgot to highlight. Curling my lashes, and then I'm gonna go back into my face highlighter and highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. So I'm gonna pop that there. There we go. I was like, something's missing. This is what's missing. Just that little pop. Pop, pop, pop. And carries into the eye look. There we go. Also bring it up here on the brow bone. And now I'm gonna go into the Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal, which this is a brand new one. They changed the font on here. I'm actually not like the biggest fan of the new branding of this, but mascara is good. So I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I do have a ton of fallout under my eyes. It's just like Edward Cullen. Maybe this Jason Wu powder like does not reject sparkle like the Laura Mercier powder. because like I'm trying to powder it away and nothing's happening. Okay, I just applied these lashes from Ardell in the style 422s. I just kind of split them up so I can make them more winged out. And now we can move on to the lips. So I've got 3 different lipsticks that I'm contemplating on, and I don't know which one. Okay, now seeing this up here, oh, like I love this one, but it might be a little bit too cool toned and maybe a little bit too dark. I kind of want to save this one for another look, so undecided. I love both of these. I'm gonna grab Peach Amber from Anastasia, line my lips, overline them, and kind of just start blurring out the edges to fill in the lips. And this will just be my starting point. And then I'm gonna go into the color Cannoli from Jason Wu. This is a very like warm toned lipstick. Okay, this is really pretty, but I'm changing my mind. Just a little too orangey. I'm gonna try this. This is Fonda from Makeup by Mario. It's a beautiful matte shade. Now I'm just adding cool brown to the edges. I didn't know I wanted something so deep today, but here we are. The look is now complete. I'm sweating like crazy in this sweater, but oh my gosh, I love this look. I don't like that I have so much fallout underneath my eyes and that it's not coming up. And one thing that you can do is grab a little bit of sticky tape and you can actually go and like stick that off, but it just, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just leaving mine. I am so glad I went with the darker lip. I just feel like this really complements the eye look. It brings it out. I feel like it's working with my sweater. And also, I randomly feel like this lip just goes with the eyeliner, that Costa Riche liner from MAC. It's brown, but it has like this reddish purple hue to it. So I just feel like it's really bouncing off of the lips really well. So I'm glad I went with something a little bit more bold. I was gonna say out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't say that this is out of my comfort zone, but it is definitely bolder than what I would do for such a dramatic eye look. But I'm just loving this. This to me is like, it screams fall. I always say with any look you can wear any time of the year, but I think that this, out of all the looks I've done so far, just screams fall. So I hope that you like this look. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out Amanda's video. I'll link it down below. Thank you, Amanda, for letting me borrow this glorious eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna have to buy one for myself. Let me know what you guys wanna see from me next down below in the comments. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.